Hey guys, welcome back. Robocraft Early Access coverage. This is episode 92. I'm Enigmius, and today, the epic failures of Megabots. You guys know I'm not a fan of Megabots in Tier 10. And I've also committed in my mind that I don't want to make a habit out of harping on my dislike for Megabots in Tier 10. But sometimes it's so in your face, you can't avoid it. It's there, and you cannot avoid it. Now you can see our whole team is following our Mega. They're going up mid. This is one of my favorite maps, and you can see I'm getting some great lobs. Enemies I can't even see, and I'm just kind of sending my plasma over the rise, and I'm getting all the CPU destroyed, and it's fantastic, and I'm feeling good. And our guys are a little bit slow getting up the hill, which is why I'm taking fires, because the enemy's got nobody else to shoot at right now. Basically, our whole team has gone up mid, and as long as they're working together, that's fine. If they focus fire, if they're doing their thing, that's fantastic, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe things aren't working so well up there for them, because in a matter of seconds, you're going to see a dramatic change in strategy. All set off by our... There goes our Megabot. Screw this, guys, I'm going home. And then watch what happens to the rest of our team. They all just follow. The medics go. Everybody follow the Mega. Where are you going? Apparently the whole enemy team is on the bridge, so why are you going through the cave? Are you going to cap? What's the problem? Why are you doing this? And now I'm feeling cut off. Like if I go to follow them, I'm going to get chewed a new one by all these bots coming over the ridge. Our Megabot just basically fucked off and left the entire battle. And ran off into the middle of nowhere. I was just like, what the hell are you thinking? Where are you going? Did you just suddenly decide that you don't want to fight anymore and you're going to cap? I don't even understand what the purpose for that kind of thing would be, except now there's nobody here between the enemy and me, except me. And lots of enemies. Realistically speaking, with the rest of my team. Realistically speaking, that Mega was just a frickin' bonehead for abandoning the bridge like that and going around through the cave when the entire enemy team was on the bridge and our entire team was supporting him. I noticed lately that also medics have completely gotten into the habit of just completely ignoring everyone except for Megabots. The only time you get repairs in a match now is if the Megabot is at 100%. The rest of the time, the Megabots, they're the only thing that anybody is interested in repairing, because apparently the Megabot is the one taking all the damage. But this match, you've seen me on this map before. I kind of go up this east flank a little bit and kind of keep an eye on who's coming through on the far side along the north flank where the enemy spawns towards this direction, just to see how things are going to play out and get some spotting done so that at least our team knows, hey, the entire enemy team is, you know, pulling a crazy Ivan and going where nobody expects them to go. And then once we've gotten a picture painted of what's going on, then I leave. Apparently, the enemy pushed up through the middle. They had nobody to fight in the middle because the Mega went west. Now they're continuing to push through the middle while a bunch of them broke off and went through the east flank chasing after our guy who, you know, it has to be said, badly overextended. Like, he pushed way too far ahead and he got cut off, and that's going to be sort of his penance. And now I'm trying to get back together with our team, and I'm just having the worst time getting a hold of them. The enemy can find me easier than I can find our team, and you know, it's like every time I go around a corner I'm getting shot in the ass. So now they're over by our base. They're basically kind of sitting on our base, and then the rest of them are behind me. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to get out of the way and get these guys, maybe try and lure them out into the open where our guys can shoot them a little bit. And yay, I finally get some healing. You know why I'm getting some healing? Because nobody knows where our Megabot is. That's right, our Megabot, AWOL. He's still alive, but where could he possibly be? Oh, he's down here. He decided he was going to drive around on the ice for a while, and then when he got bored of that, he decided, oh, I'll maybe go get in the fight, but he can't get up the damn hill. So he's just going to go drive on the ice for a little while. Ain't that sweet? Just a little bit of a how do you do. It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be the tip of the spear. I'm supposed to be the one soaking all of this damage. while you guys are, you know, picking apart the enemy and all this other stuff, but seems like a good idea for me to drive on the ice. Now this is 2 matches that we're going to look at here on this map. And I've commented before, this is one of my least favorite maps just because the terrain is very aggressive. You know, it's not a criticism of the map design. It's just the terrain is very aggressive. Sometimes, especially in a hover, it's difficult to change direction and get going in a particular direction because things are very narrow. There's all kinds of drop-offs. There's all kinds of cliffs. There's all kinds of things in the way. So this Mega is a stick frame Mega covered in electroplates and guns. It's the worst possible kind of design you can have. If you've seen my build videos, you know that everything that I do is based around avoiding ever having such a puny, flimsy build on any of my bots under any circumstance. And that's basically what our Megabot is just a stick frame. Coming up onto the hill here, he goes low. Where does the enemy team almost always go on this map? They go high. So is the Mega deciding that he's going to try and push around and flank? No, he's avoiding the fight. We need him up top, holding the enemy back, giving them a reason to not push right through us. That's kind of the purpose here. That's kind of the thing that you're supposed to be doing as a Megabot. Tip of the spear. Right now, the enemy is basically pushed right through. There's nothing between them and our base now, except for me. And I'm not staying in this position. I'm not going to be remaining between them and our base. And again, they're just kind of chasing me around the corner, shooting me in the ass. There's nothing to hold the team together. There's no strategic fulcrum that kind of keeps everything centered on one point and then tipping a little bit from side to side. There's no balance here to the team. There's no balance to the force. And every time you come around the corner and you get a lock on a target, you start going after them. There's not very long before 2 or 3 other guys are shooting you in the face. It's just the nature of the beast. Eventually, we're going to reach a point where our Megabot is just going to kind of disappear spontaneously, and then that'll be balanced, because then the game will say, oh, there's no more Megabots, and it'll be tier 10 the way it used to be that I enjoyed. So now we've got a bunch of guys down there. They're not shooting at me, so I'm going to try and get some shots off on them. I don't have many guns left. I've got 4 out of 6, and that's going to dwindle fairly rapidly because there's nobody for them to shoot at except for me. Here comes our Mega finally. Ta-da! He's like Mighty Mouse. Here he comes to save the day. Megabot is on the way in his flimsy little stick bot with electroplates. Like I said, when I'm trying to get my daily RP bonus done, and things don't work for it, look at, you see it just dissolved. That was our Mega. He was just gone. Just a couple of shots, bland. He dissolved. That's not a Megabot. That's not even a tier 10 bot. It does definitely, without question, place our team at a disadvantage, and in this case, I'm just getting picked apart. I'm done. Get me out of here. I've had enough of this. There's only so much that you can do. The reason why, I should say, that I was attempting to self-destruct there is, first of all, I was pissed off, and also because I was the last bot standing, so it's not like I was leaving anyone behind. So this was not my last match of the day. It just so happened that I only usually do 4 matches at a time for time reasons. But I did want to include this one because he's going to do the same thing that the last Mega did. This guy is better built, and I was enthusiastic when I saw this guy. He's using the little trick where he mounts his guns to his electroplates so that the anti-gunbrella doesn't really affect him. I do expect that that's going to be something to get patched out because it is kind of... it doesn't make sense from a gameplay point of view to attach electroplates as gun mounts, but whatever. He goes low too. The entire enemy team is going somewhere else. What is it you're expecting to do by going low? And what is the rest of your team supposed to do? Are we supposed to just go low with you and try and avoid the rest of the team? We don't want that. We've had enough of that recently where we just kind of get into matches and both teams rush to cap. In this case, I think he's actually going to go fast enough to cut around and up towards the enemy before they all have completely decimated the rest of our team. But it's still, there's this avoidance of the Megabots. It's just, I know where the enemy's going to be and I don't want to be there. Well, if you want to play like that, then don't play a freaking Megabot. That's just... it's the decision that's made. I don't care if you want TX1 TP. I would like some too, but I'm not going into a match as a Megabot until I can afford to build a proper Megabot that I'm not afraid to go head-to-head with the enemy team. Because look at all the flack that guy in the air is taking right now. There's nobody else for the enemy to shoot. So it looks like we've got a contingent of bots coming around the corner into some sort of flanking position, so I push up. That guy kind of goes over the edge. And of course, I kind of go over the edge and right into the enemy Megabots, who are Megabot conveniently missed. And oh, by the way, I've only got 2 guns. And that's tier 10 these days. I'm aghast at the decision making that brought this into being. Nevertheless, we're going to wait and we're going to try and record some matches that aren't an absolute travesty. We'll continue making videos on the topic. We've got a couple of builds in the works. We've got a guide that we'll be doing once the big changes to the meta is done. So if you want to be notified when I add these videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on the social media. Links for that always in the information section below the video. Please leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.